Whoop, something about to happen. Today we're going to make a gluten-free cake with ingredients that you probably already have, and if not, they're very easy to get. This recipe does have 9 ingredients, 10 if you include the love. We're going to be using some of that rice flour that we made in the very first episode. Rewind this a little bit.
Go ahead and get on up in this truck and we're gonna make some cake.
Today we eating cake.
Aloha mai kako, buen dia, servus, bonjour, salam alaikum, namaste, and how ya day, ya nasties.
I just noticed something weird about, well, there's a lot of that's weird about me.
Put some Listerine in your stink mouth.
Now I drink a lot of coffee. Pretty much drink coffee throughout the day. My first cup of coffee, I use 2 spoons of sugar and then a decent amount of milk. And then the rest of the day, I just add coffee to it. I never add more sugar, I never add more milk. You know, I think it's all about self-discovery in this world. Why am I going into this big old rant? Yes, I like my coffee all shades. I'm gonna get to the point here eventually. Most of the times I like to take the scenic route. I blame my stroke. All right, I guess we might as well just go ahead and start. Probably have everything you need for it in your refrigerator right now. 1 lemon, 4 eggs, you got a ½ cup of powdered sugar, a ½ cup of olive oil. Now I'm using a good tasting olive oil because you are going to taste this. I did my test cake with the crappy oil. A ½ cup of rice flour, a ½ cup of plain yogurt. I'm using Greek yogurt. My friend Phil tells me everything starts with something Greek. I have a ½ teaspoon each of baking soda and baking powder, 2 tablespoons of white granulated sugar,
Lord, I done forgot my recipe.
and a ¼ teaspoon cream of tartar. Now you have seen cream of tartar in the store and in recipes for probably, I don't know, 5 minutes. You're probably asking yourself, probably not, I don't know your business, what the heck is cream of tartar? Interesting enough, what a lot of people don't know is it is a byproduct of the winemaking industry. I drink wine to benefit the bakers of the world.
The more you know.
So we're gonna start off by whipping our egg whites. Now once you see this froth, I add in ¼ teaspoon of cream of tartar. And then when it's completely frothed up, I dump in my 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. So while the egg whites are whipping, I am going to take my egg yolks, and to my egg yolks, I'm going to add the juice of ½ of a lemon. As you can see, I've already zested it, which I'm going to add the zest later. And then once that's done, I'm going to give it a nice little mix. What we're going to do is we're going to keep whisking, and we're gradually going to add in our olive oil. Now once you notice it's starting to go a kind of slightly pale color, we're going to add in our ½ cup of yogurt. And then to this, we are gradually going to add in our powdered sugar. A little bit at a time, and whisk it in. A little bit at a time, and whisk it in. And now we're gonna add in our lemon zest that we've just chopped down. Put that in. Now on the side, I'm going to take my ½ cup of rice flour, and I'm gonna add in my baking powder and baking soda. Give it a nice little stir. And then we're gonna gradually add this in to this, whisk it in between each. Now the final step for this yolk mixture is we're gonna add juice of the other ½ of lemon. Just squeeze that in there. Give it a nice mix. You want this mixture to be a nice pale cream color. So do all of that while the egg white mixture is mixing. If it holds a peak, like that there, then they are ready. And that's a little trick that I do. Now what we're gonna have to do is fold this in to this egg white mixture, but before we do that, we're gonna dump in a couple scoops here, just kind of mix it up, loosen this up just a little bit, and come on over here to this bowl. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to make a little pocket over here, and I'm gradually gonna add in my mixture. Just pour it in over there in that corner. And now we are just going to go around and into the center. We're gonna fold in those ingredients. Think of it as a whirlpool. Now you want to be able to cut through this mixture and not see any of the egg white. The oven is preheated because we preheated that as soon as we started. Give this a nice little spray. We're gonna add our mixture to our bump pan.
Bump pans, because they got a bunch of bumps on it.
Bun. And we're going to bake it. There we go. And we put it in the oven.
So I pulled my cake out of the oven. Now it took about 17-18 minutes.
Now, you don't want to do what I did, taking the cake out and not letting it cool completely, then plopping it on the plate, and what that did was it deflated the top. But that's okay, it's still going to taste good. I'm going to plate up a single portion just so you can kind of get an idea of what that looks like.
It's eating time.
Now, what's the point of having your cake if you can't eat it too?
Food around the corner, food around the corner, food around the corner for me. Boo, ba, doo, boo, boo.
See how it tastes.
Baby.
I'm twerking, you just don't see it.
Now this is a very...
I know a lot of people don't like to use the word moist, but there's not really another word you can use. I've tried to think about this, so I've tried to come up with other words. Damp? This is nasty. Doesn't exactly work. Like, can you imagine this way?
Yes.
That's a rather damp cake. It just don't work. It's moist. You know what'd be really good with this? A nice little thing of limoncello. That would make it, that'd be tight. Gluten-free lemon cake. And that's pretty much it. Who dis? Hello, this is Mike. No. No. No, you don't have to worry about giving me a courtesy call. No. Man, I want it. I just tell you, man, I want my extended warranty. Let the thing get out. Namaste. Now I'm go. Wash your hands, you nasty.